Okay, welcome everyone. Let's wait for some few minutes, then we can start. It's going to be a very short, straightforward presentation. Okay, welcome everyone. Let's wait for some few minutes, then we can start. Okay, so we are going to start. We are going to start. So yesterday we had a look at job applications, sponsorship job applications to the UK. And as I said, I am a beneficiary myself. So it's something that's real. It's something that's genuine. Okay. So, the idea of allowing agents to apply for jobs for you, I mean, there is no magic way of getting a job. They go through the same process we take you through. Okay. Just that people just don't want to allocate the time to sit down and search for the jobs themselves. Ɛkwan a yɛkyerɛ mo no, ɛno ara na agents no ɔmofa so. Ɔmo nim obiara sɛ yɛkɔgye vacancies no de abrɛ mo. Ɛkwan a yɛfa so no, ɛno ara na agents no ɛfa so visa application a yɛkyerɛ yɛyɛ ma amanfoɔ free no. Agents no bɛcharge wo sika bebree na ɔmo sɛ yɛyɛ ama wo. That's why we are taking the time to teach you so that you can do the application yourself. It's real, it's genuine. As I said, I'm a beneficiary. I know I've assisted a lot of people to apply. I know some people who have also traveled to Canada, US, other European countries, UK, through their own means. Okay, so there is no magic way of doing it. And the agents just take your money and they just do it as we do it. So it's just a matter that you have to sit down, know the process and do it yourself. So today we are going to have a look at Canada. Yesterday we did UK. The video is on my Facebook page. You can just go and watch it. Today I'm going to show you how to apply for Canada jobs yourself. And as I said, I know someone personally who used this route to get to Canada. And it's very real, it's very, very genuine. And tomorrow we will be taking the countries one by one. And you see, from a month going, I'll start sharing with you people who took it serious and people who took advantage of this position. So without wasting much time, let's just go straight to the screen. I'm going to show you two things: how the work permit in Canada works. Then I'll just show you how to apply for the job. It's going to be a very quick one. So if you are live, share the link, invite people to also benefit so that you don't allow any agent to get your money. Okay, so let's go straight to the screen. I'm going to share the screen with you. It's going to be a live presentation so that someone will say, Gani, so that you see it yourself. All right, so we'll go to the screen now. Just a minute, I'm sharing the screen with you. Okay, so we are live now. I'm sure you can see the screen. Okay, so this is the Canadian government website. Okay, so I'm going to show you. This is the Canadian government website. As soon as you log in, it's just Canada.ca. As soon as you log in, they will ask you whether you want English or Francais. That's French. So you just click on English. If you want French, you click on French. It will take you to the website. Now, I would mention that on the website, on the top right corner, you can create an account. Okay, so you can see sign in there. You can just create an account. Okay. You can just create an account. We are going to look at several job vacancies, careers, construction, accountant, any job vacancy. So just share the link and be with me for the next 20 to 30 minutes. So you can just create an account, but I'm not going to create an account. I'll just show you what I want to show you so that you can create the account and start using it. All right, so this is the page. So you see most requested. You see sign into an account, find a job, employment, insurance, all that, visit Canada, and you can see get a work permit. That's our focus, get a work permit. So I'll click on get a work permit. Now, when you click on get a work permit, it will take you to another page. And on that page, you will see temporary workers. They have agricultural workers or seasonal workers. Okay, but that's not our focus for today. So we will click on temporary workers. So when you click on temporary workers, it will take you to the temporary workers page. Temporary means international workers or overseas workers, and each one of us is an overseas worker. If you don't live in Canada, if you don't stay in Canada, you are an overseas worker. So when you click on that, you will see apply for a work permit. Now this is very important because I want to show you the things or the requirements you need before you can apply for a work visa to Canada. Okay, and the agents will say it's plenty, and just because they want to charge you huge sums of money. And one thing is, if they apply for you, they keep something we call the LMIA number. Okay, they keep that number. If you don't pay, they won't give it to you, and if they don't give it to you, you cannot travel. That's why I'm taking this time to show you so that you do everything yourself. All right, so you click on apply for a work permit. Now when you click on apply for a work permit, they will show you how to apply it step by step, and you can see the fees on the left side pane. It's just from $115. Okay, and the processing time depends on the country. So on top here you can see about the process, who can apply, how to apply, after you apply, prepare for arrival, and when you start working. So this page shows you step-by-step guide, or gives you the step-by-step guide on how to apply. Now there are two main types of employment visas to Canada I'm going to show you. If you are watching now, please share the video and let's get other people to join us as well. There are two types of employment visas to Canada, and I'm going to show you. So the first one is the employment specific work permit, the employer specific work permit. That's the first one. And this employer specific lets you work in Canada according to the conditions on your work permit. Okay, so the employer specific means that you have an employer who is sponsoring you to come to Canada. Okay, so that's the employer specific, meaning that you have a specific company or a specific institution that has recruited you. So you have the name of the specific employer, you have how long you can work, and the location where you can work. So this is the employer specific work permit. And the second one is the open work permit. So we will come to the open work permit, but with the employer specific work permit, you will need a copy of your employment contract. you will need a copy of your employment contract. Now, from here, I'll take you to where we apply for the jobs. When the employer shortlists you and you pass interview, they will give you the employment contract letter. Okay, and you need another document called the labor market impact assessment. I mean, if you've been following these jobs issues for some time, I'm sure you've heard of this LMIA before. This is the Employment Labor Market Assessment. Each employer in Canada that has been authorized to bring foreigners into the country has this LMIA number. It's very important. You need to make sure the person recruiting you has this number. And the agents, this is where they get you. They get the number and they keep it until you pay. Then they will not give you the number for you to travel. Okay, so you need two things. You need to apply for the employer specific work permit, and you will need your LMIA number. All right, now let's go to the open work permit. This is the second type of visa or work permit you can apply to Canada, and this work permit is specific in some situations. Okay, they said you can only get an open work permit in specific situations. Now, I'm sure most of you watching me tonight will fall within the category of this employer specific work permit. But so you know what the open work permit is about, I will just take few minutes to take you through. Now, only specific situations, then you can apply for the open work permit. Now let's look at these specific situations. Okay, so before you can apply for this open work permit, one, you need to be an international student. So you know, if you school in Canada, after schooling, they give you certain number of years to stay in Canada. That's the post-graduation work permit. So you can apply for open work permit only if you have schooled if you've had your graduate education in Canada, and then you can apply for that visa to stay for some time. Or you are a student in Canada who can no longer pay your school fees, then you can apply for this kind of work permit to work. Or you are someone who entered Canada on the first visa I spoke about, the employer specific work permit, but you have been subjected to abuse at your workplace, then you can apply for the open work permit so that you have the opportunity to change your employer and go and work with someone else. It is worth mentioning that if you enter the country with the employer specific work permit, you are only entitled to work for the employer who sent you. That's why it's very important that if you have been subjected to abuse, then you need to apply for the open work permit so that you can change your work. Please try and share the link, invite people, tag people. Don't be selfish, don't be greedy, get other people to join. Okay, and don't let them go and pay for any agency or agents too. This is where the agents come. They don't have any direct access to any chancellor or any counselor to get you the work and visas. This is the same route they use. So it's better you know it for yourself so that you don't get scammed or you don't get duped. All right. So these are the people who can apply for the open work permit. They have unforceable removal order and all that, but that's not a focus. None of us here will need this kind of visa. So the visa we will need as a foreigner is the employer specific work permit. And remember, you need to know the specific employer, you need to know how long you work and the location, and all these will be stated on your contract letter. I hope you guys are following. If you are not understanding anything, please feel free to ask a question down in the comment section. Feel free to comment and we are good to go. So this is the basic you need to know about the employment visa, and this is where you will go and apply for the visa when you are ready. Now I will take you to where we now need to apply for the jobs. So we are going to apply for the jobs now. So we are going to apply for the jobs now. And now that you know how to apply for, now that you've gotten an idea how the work permit works, let me show you how to apply for the jobs, and you combine the two knowledge, and you are good to go. All right, so I'm sure you are seeing the screen now. Okay, so I'll leave the links under the video so that you can I'll leave both links where you can check on the employment, the work permit visa, and where you can apply for the jobs. So now this is the website the agents use as well. So this is the official Canada government job website. Now, how the LMIA works is that the job vacancies that have not been able to filled by people in Canada, the government gives them the permit to recruit from outside. That's how it works in every country. Before say omode adwuma beba beto website on Canada, US, UK. Na say omanya amanfo wo country ni ma ombe fill that vacancies no. Na no ma kwaje permit no from aban no hono. Na aban na mo to me no. And I say authority no, and I permit no, I'm on my then a recruit to a man for free outside Canada and outside country no aba Canada be yeduma. Into log into website now. First screen on bebusa say, oh, you've opened the page from outside Canada, So they will take you to the international or foreigners job website. Is the same thing where you can only see the job vacancies that have been listed by people who need workers from outside the country. So this is how the website looks like. Okay, so there are a lot of things you can learn here, view updates and all that. And there's a plus version that's more advanced, but let's do the free one so that you when you log in, you see the filters. Okay, you see the filters here. You see keywords. So keywords, you need to just type your specialty. If you're a construction worker, if you're a carer and nurse, professionals have a special route. You need to register first. But if you're a construction worker, a carer, if you are a chef, software engineer, whatever your profession is, you just need to type it at the keyword, the job title or employer. And I always advise that you leave the location empty, but if you have any specific location in mind, you can also type it at the location site. Okay, so let's use construction for an illustration. If you are watching, you can just type your profession so that we can use that to demonstrate. So I will use construction for now. So after you type your profession, you now click on search. So this will bring up all professions. Yes, so this is what I was talking about. So they are cautioning me, not a caution, they are reminding me that I've accessed the website from outside Canada. So they will ask you to click on this link so that it takes you to the job bank page for foreign candidates. Now, this is good because now the jobs you'll be seeing are only selected jobs for overseas. Those are the jobs that haven't been able to fill in Canada, and therefore they need people amount for every outside Canada ababe. Okay, so we will just click on that so that it takes us to that place. So it will take us to the foreigners page. So now we've entered, okay, let's finish construction, and I've seen some options. We'll use fashion designer as well. All right, so you just type construction and you click on search. All right, so as you can see, it says construction, and here it says Canadians and international candidates. So if you're a Canadian or international candidate are those from outside Canada, meaning that all these job vacancies you can apply. Now, when you check on the left side, you will see the jobs by province and territories. So they have Alberta, British Columbia, Manitoba, New Brunswick, and all that. So where, in case you have a specific interest, you can then streamline your search as well. But in case you can province you just leave it on any specific filter. Okay, so there are a lot of filters here that can help you streamline your job search. So when you click on the job type, you have students and all that, hours of work. Okay, so you can just, they have full-time, part-time are just two, so you just leave it. Okay, so all this will help you streamline your search, but to get a broader search, I always advise that you just leave it like that. All right, so these are jobs related to construction. So if you know any construction worker, or if you are watching in your construction, just take advantage now. That's why it's important you share the video so that your followers can I once posted on my Facebook that research has shown that everyone on this planet Earth can become a millionaire, and still the world will not go broke. So if you are open to opportunities, if you are open to vacancies, you just need to share for people to also benefit. Don't think that you sharing will limit your chances, or you sharing will cut off for your lights. No, it doesn't work like that. So there's a construction helper, and the salary is 23.5 Canadian dollars per hour, and it's on site. So let's check that one. When you click on it, it will take you to the job. So the job was posted on 21st October, not long ago, and the location is Surrey, British Columbia. And it's on-site. It's not a remote job. It's on-site, meaning that you need to be in the country. And that's the salary, 23.5 Canadian dollars per hour, and it's 40 hours per week. And it's a permanent employment, full-time. And the language is English. You don't need any qualification, no degree, certificate, or diploma. Experience, they are happy to train you, so you don't necessarily need to have any experience. But if you have a bit of experience, that's an added advantage. Okay? And they said work must be completed at the physical location. There is no option to work remotely. And these are your responsibilities as a construction helper. Now, this is also very important. They said who can apply to this job? Yeah, so Canadian citizens and permanent or temporary residents of Canada, and other candidates with or without a valid Canadian work permit. So this is where, meaning that if you are shortlisted and selected for this job, you will need the employer-specific work permit, which I earlier explained. How if they pick you, they will give you a letter that gives you the name of the employer, the location, your salary, and all that, which meets the requirement for the employer-specific work permit. Now, they've also posted an important notice here. They say that all the jobs here have been approved by the Canadian government. So it's a genuine job, and all the jobs here are meant to be free. Please, it's free. You don't pay any. That's why it's important you apply it yourself. It's free. The agents will come here and they will apply. They will take your details and apply for you. And if you get the opportunity, they will come and charge you huge sums, 20,000, 30,000 Ghana cedis, 50, some pay as high as 50,000 Ghana cedis. And they will just come and sit in front of the laptop and they will come and apply for you. It's very easy and you can do it yourself. If you have that amount of money, you bring it to me. I will gladly accept it. Okay, so that starts as soon as possible. So they need the people right now, and it's 2 vacancies, and this is the job bank number. Okay, any job posted on the job bank website, they will issue you a number which you add to your cover letter. Now I'll show you how to write a cover letter. All right, so I'm sure you guys are following. If you are following, just type I'm following. Just type I'm following. If you have any questions, you can. But I want to know that you guys are following, and I'm at the mention. So guys, if you are following, just type I'm following. I understand. If you are following, just type I'm following, or you can type I understand. And let's move forward so that we don't leave anyone behind. It's very easy, and I want each and everyone to understand the process. The video will be saved on my page after that, so you can just take time to watch the video as well. And if you're applying and if you need any help, you can also send me a message on Facebook, and I'll be happy. I don't charge any money, so if anyone comes in my name to take any money from you, please, I'm not the one. I don't know anything about it. Everything I'm teaching is free. That's why I want you to share the link, so that people can also. Now, let's look at how to apply for this job. So on the same page, you will see the show how to apply. So when you click on show how to apply, it will now tell you how to submit your application. And it says application is by email, okay, and advertised until. So this is the deadline for application, 5th November 2024. So it says what? Apply by email. So meaning that you need to send an email to this email address for them to get back to you. That's the only mode of application. Each job vacancy and how they expect their candidates to apply is very important that you pay attention to that. And I also said yesterday that any employer is looking for 3 things in candidates. 1, they are looking at your suitability for the role. They are looking at your eligibility for the role. And they are looking at your potential, because every company wants to go forward. So you, the candidate applying through your application, they will need to look at your foresight. They will need to look at your vision. They will need to look at the potentials you are bringing to the company to help the company grow. So you need to demonstrate these 3 things in your application. And that's why recruiters, it's said that within the first 10 seconds of they perusing your application, they make a decision about you. So it's important that you. So now let's see how to send the email. I'm sure by now everyone has an email account. And please, the email account, don't create lavescaler@gmail.com or virginbreaker@gmail.com. Please let your email be official. You can use your name to create the email. Let your email account look presentable, be official. Some will send you a message with their email, and the email alone is a point to disqualify the person. Okay, you see Virgin Breaker, last abortion 93@gmail.com. Please use your name to create your email account, and you need to have an official email account for jobs and school application. And you need to check your email account at least once every day. All right, so this job application is by email. Now, the email subject needs to be the job bank number, okay? So the subject of the email, use your full name and the job bank number and the name of the vacancy, construction helper. So let's say Jonas Anoyeboa, construction helper, then you put into brackets job bank number, okay, so that the recruiter will know what specific vacancy you are applying for. Now, in applying, you need to write a cover letter and you need to attach your CV in the email. Don't go and send hi, hello, expecting them to get back to you. Make sure you send a complete email. That's through that email they can make a decision about your application. So you need to add a cover letter. You need to add your CV. Now, let me show you a sample of the cover letter. And the cover letter needs to be specific, it needs to be authentic, it needs to be catchy and informative. So I'll show you how to apply for the cover letter in a minute. Let me show you a sample of the cover letter now so that you know how to write your cover letter. And this is not just applicable to this vacancy, all the vacancies. Any job you apply to Canada, you need to make sure that you are doing as I am showing you now. I'm going to show you how to let me show you. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. A second. Just give me a second. I'll show you in a minute. Just want to broadcast it for you to see how it looks like. All right, we're almost there. Here, there we go. Okay, I'm sure you are seeing it now. So the cover letter, it needs to contain your address, you that you are applying. You need your name, okay? You need to have your name. You need to have your address, residential address. You can add your city, okay? You need to add your email address, your phone number, and the date of the application. And the company, you need their hiring manager. Sometimes they add the name of the hiring manager. If they add their name, you put their name there, the name of the company, address. All this can be found on the job advertisement. When I go back, I will show you. Now, you can add a subject title. So you can add a subject title. Let's say, dear hiring manager. As I said, if you know the name of the hiring manager, put the name there. So let's say subject title, application for the post of construction helper, okay? Application for the post of a construction helper. You can even put the job bank number in brackets, okay? This makes it easy. You put the name of the job bank number. So after that, let's come to the body of the letter. I'm sure you can see. So the body of the letter. So your letter needs to be in 3 parts. It's very important because most people are denied application because their letter. So your letter needs to be in 3 parts. The first part needs to be about your background, okay? It needs to be about your background. That's where you demonstrate your interest. So I am writing to express my interest in the software engineer position or in the construction helper position or in the carer or carer aid position, whatever position you put it there at the name of the company. So I'll just insert things there so that it makes it uniform. I am writing to express my interest in the software engineer position at Anoye Boys company as advertised, or you can even add as advertised at job bank with number, then you add a number. With a strong foundation in software development, proven experience in collaborative projects. So it says collaborative, meaning that you've already demonstrated that you are a team player. And a passion for innovation. So you've also demonstrated that you are someone who is a forward thinker. I am excited about the opportunity to contribute to your team. My background in designing and implementing robust software solutions. So I will not read all because of time. So the first paragraph needs to talk about your background and your interest. Now, the second paragraph, you need to talk about your success in your previous role or what you are currently doing. So you need to talk about your successes. You need to talk about, so they look at story. You need to tell a story about your successes, and you need to demonstrate what you've done that shows that you'll be successful in this role. So in my previous role or in my current role as a software engineer, you can leave the name of the company. It doesn't matter. Don't put it there for confidentiality's sake. I was responsible for developing and maintaining a high traffic application that served thousands of users daily. Through a disciplined approach to coding standards and quality control, I successfully implemented several key features that improved application performance by 30% and reduced operational cost. Additionally, my experience, so the second paragraph, you talk about your experience. And the third paragraph, you now talk about why you are interested in the company. Okay, so this, you need to read about the company. You need to know about the company's values, their achievements, so that you can link that to their. So you do this to demonstrate to the recruiter that you are really interested in the company and you have taken time to read and research about the company. So let me just read what I've written here. One of the aspects that drew me to your company is your commitment to continuous learning and professional development. I am particularly impressed by your focus on utilizing cutting-edge technology to improve customer experience. I believe my proactive learning habits and my recent certifications in cloud computing and machine learning would allow me to contribute to your team effectively while furthering my own professional growth. So you talk about what linked you to the, then you write your conclusion. Your conclusion is just, you sum everything up, then yours sincerely, then your name. All right. So that's the cover letter you need to add to your application. So now let's go back to our main application. I'll just use one more example and I'll leave you guys to go and practice on your own, so that you have enough time to go and practice, prepare your application. Start now. The time waits for no man, so you need to start as quick as possible. Okay, you need to start as early as possible. All right, so we are done with this construction one. Let's go back and, what did someone write? Fashion. Okay, so let's use fashion designer. All right, so we just go back to the search where we typed the construction. You just delete it. Remember, this page too, you can create an account. Always, it's important you create an account so that you can keep track of your progress. Okay, so fashion. Let's see if there are any fashion designing vacancy. Fashion designer. All right, so fashion designer, only 3 results came up. So let's see. All right, so there's a fashion designer vacancy here. Okay, Fine Finds Boutique. Oh, $36 per hour. Okay, so let's click on that. Let's click on that. All right, so this was posted on 16th October, and the vacancy is at Vancouver, British Columbia, on site. It's $36 Canadian dollars per hour, 40 hours per week, and it's a full-time vacancy, and it's just a morning job. Start as soon as possible, benefit, health benefits, and it's just one vacancy, and this is the job bank number. Okay, let's go down. So it's English and education. They need secondary school certificates. So the maximum education requirement they need is secondary school. Okay, that's SHS. So you need to have 2 years to less than 3 years of experience, and it's on-site, you cannot do any remote job. And the work setting is fashion house, retail business. And these are your responsibilities. In preparing your CV and your cover letter, please do well to demonstrate these responsibilities. You need to make sure you are able to show them that you can carry out these responsibilities. And experience, that they need people who are experienced in fashion, high fashion, horticulture or something, and they have the women's clothing as well. And additional information, you need to be able to work in a fast-paced environment, work under pressure, tight deadlines, attention to detail. So in your cover letter, you need to demonstrate that you can work in a fast-paced environment, you can work under pressure with minimal or no vision and all that. And the person's suitability. You remember I mentioned that they look out for 3 things. They look out for suitability, potential, and eligibility. Now, the eligibility criteria is some of these, the experience and the education, that's the eligibility. And the suitability is they need to know how well you fit for the role. And the potential, they need to know your foresight. So accurate, client focus, and dependability, that's your suitability. And the benefits, they have dental plan and all that for you. So let's look at how to apply. So you click on show how to apply. All right, so here is it. So you remember the construction worker, they said through email, but this one, by applying directly on Job Bank, direct apply, okay. So they said you need a Plus account to apply for this job. Now, the Plus account, you need to subscribe. The Plus account is very helpful because some employers can even contact you themselves if you are on the Plus account. Okay, so if you have money, you can subscribe to that. It's very good. And this vacancy is for those who are on Plus. If you haven't subscribed to the Plus account, then you cannot apply for this job. So you can apply here, you can apply on Job Bank or by email. Okay, so email, same approach as I showed you earlier. And this one, they've even added the instructions. So they said how to apply instructions. And to inquire how to do it, they said you need to add a cover letter. You need to add references, attesting experience. So you need to get to at least 3. They didn't say, but 2 or 3 is okay. Don't usually go with 1, either 2 or 3. They need to attest to your experience, okay? So you can get maybe 2 from work and 1 from academic session to help you with that. And link to web portfolio in case you have any Instagram or website where you demonstrate your work. So if you're a fashion designer, you need to get a social media handle where you publish some of your works. You can add that link there. They will check as well. So they said this job posting includes screening questions. Are you willing to relocate? Do you have previous experience? Okay, and the deadline is 15th of November. Okay, so that's it. Easy as that. You apply and you are good to go. And if they shortlist you, they will give you the LMIA number. They will give you the employment contract letter, and it's these two letters that you are going to use to apply for the visa. And the visa, you can do it yourself. Maybe another time you will look at that, but you can apply for the visa yourself. Now I'll just take one more vacancy. Let's go with the caregiver. I'll just go with one more vacancy, and that will end our session for today. So caregiver. All right, so here's the caregiver. We have 18 to 25. So caregiver, private home. We have family caregiver. There are over 518 caregiver vacancies at the moment. So you just need to, you can apply for as many as you want. So there are a lot of them. We have family caregiver and babysitting. Let's look at babysitting. I think that one will be interesting. So babysitting caregiver, you click on that one. Okay. So that one is at Ontario. Brampton on-site, $20.5 per hour is a full-time, and it's a day job, one vacancy, and that's the job bank number. English, they just need secondary high school, no experience, they will train you, and these are your responsibilities. You prepare baby formulas. Some of you are preparing baby formulas already. So you prepare baby formulas and all that. And this is the groups of persons. You'll be supporting persons with disabilities, support for newcomers, refugees. Oh no, they accept applications from all these groups of people. All right, and who can apply? So now let's look at show how to apply. So you can apply on the job bank or by email as well. And they said include this reference number in your application. Please, it's important that you read everything about the application. You need to pay attention to instructions. Just like exams, understanding is part of passing the exams. In job application, paying attention to details, being meticulous is very important. They said include this reference number in your application. So even if you don't include it, this is the first, you've given them the first weakness to disqualify you, because they will know that this person doesn't pay attention to details. And these are the details you need to add it to your application. So guys, it's very, very easy to apply for jobs for yourselves. So tonight we looked at how to understand the work permit. I did mention we have two main types of work permit to Canada. We have the employer specific work permit and we have the open work permit. The open work permit basically most times doesn't apply to people coming from outside Canada. And the employer specific is the kind of work permit you will need. And for you to get this kind of work permit, you need to know the name of the employer, the location of your job, your salary, and you need to also have the LMIA number. And all these details will be given when you apply for the job and you are shortlisted. And I also demonstrated how to apply for the jobs from the Canada Job Bank's government website. Okay, this is where the agents come and look for jobs for you to take your money. So you can do it yourself. And yeah, you do that as well. So if you are shortlisted, they will give you all the necessary documents you need for your visa application. And I also did mention that on the same government website, they have the Plus account. Okay, they said cut down on your job search time by allowing employers to find you. And the Plus account, you need to sign up. Okay, you need to sign up, and these are the benefits. So they have the Plus account and this the standard account. So I was using the standard account to show you, but they have the Plus account. So the Plus account, these are the benefits. You get matched to jobs, submit your application directly. So with the Plus account, you can submit your application directly on the website. That you don't have to need to go through any emails. Employers invite you to apply as well. That's if you subscribe. This subscription is not me. You don't pay the money to me. It's on the Canada government website. So, and they will help you build your resume, track your job. There are a lot of benefits that comes with the Plus account. You need to sign up. But if you don't have money to sign up, you can use the standard one. The standard one with the standard one, you won't get job match. You need to search. You can't submit your application directly on the website. You need to go through email. And also, employers will not contact you. You need to contact them. Okay, aside, I think all the benefits are the same. Okay, so I wish you all guys all the best. Unless someone has a question, if you have a question in the next 30 seconds, you can type it and I'll answer you. If not, then we are going to end today's session here, and I'll see you again with another country. Yesterday, we looked at UK. Today, we've had a look at Canada. I'll come your way with another country. And as I said, I'm a beneficiary, and I know most people who just sit behind their laptop and search for jobs, and they get the opportunity. That's the only way. It's not magic. It's not, you just need to be consistent and persistent. It's not like you apply, then you get someone. No. You need to keep applying for several positions. You need to keep applying to several vacancies. And on top of that, you need to commit it to prayer as well, because a lot of people are applying and each of them is carrying their own spirit. So if you don't have any backing, they will just trample over you. You need to be weighty in glory. As Pastor Elvis shared yesterday, you need to be weight. You need to have a weight behind you, so that if you put in your application, then the grace of God will also back your application, and you will be next in line to share your testimony. So guys, I wish you all the best. Don't give up. Keep persisting, and then I'll see you soon. Remember, share the link, share our post, and promote the page as well. Because if the page goes up, if the page grows, that's when I can also be motivated to help you, because I don't take any money. And also the US American Lottery they've extended it from 5th deadline from 5th November to 7th November. So if you haven't submitted your application, please do well to submit your application. We are done with the free application. So we can give you the link, but the free application, most people have benefited. It's easy to apply. You can apply it to yourself. And our YouTube channel is Jonas Ano Yeboah. I have all these videos on my YouTube channel which you can benefit from. So the video will be on my page. If you just joined, just go and watch the video when it's available, and you can also explore the opportunities. There are endless opportunities out there. Don't give up. Be resilient. Deny yourself some pleasures for now, and you will see the light at the end of the tunnel. Take care and bye-bye.